bottom of the first inning, 1980, Toronto at Oakland. Toronto's in last place. Oakland is in third place, 7 games back. And it's Jefferson, an A. That is Jesse Jefferson. He's a right-hander. Versus Matt Keogh, who's a B. And let's do this. It's Rickey Henderson. We're reading the black and then the white, 2d6, and the 20 is for the outs. That's a 53. That's a range. But a 4 just misses the KD. Look up. And I don't know if you can see that there. Yeah, you can. Let me excuse me. Let's see if you can see the. I want you to see the pitching card there as well. So let me try to pull this. See how long I can get away with that, doing that until. All right. So the KD check on this 51, 52, 53. You're going to do a KD check. If that number is low enough, you get a strikeout. You don't have to check the error. In this case, it's a range. So I'm going to have to check the range. 51, 52 are errors. 53 is a range. So let's roll. And what we're looking at is something low. And it's an 18. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a ball that the shortstop fails to reach, and it's a single for infield single for Henderson. All right. Here is Dwayne Murphy, pitch from Jefferson, and that's a 51. This is going to be an error check. That KD fails because it requires low numbers. 51 is a check on the second baseman. Second baseman for the Blue Jays. And we'll look at the lineup for the A's now. It's Garcia, Damaso Garcia. It is Damaso Garcia, and he is an error of a 6. So 6 or less, and he boots it, and he does. He boots it. And what did the card said? 50, what was it, 51? Card said a 1-base error. So it's an E4. So the A's are already putting pressure on the Blue Jays, who are in last place. And here's Mike Davis. And you know what? I'm going to bunt with Davis. So he's going to square. And here goes. He's a 5 bunter, so that's a pretty good bunter. And it's a good bunt. 2, 3 is... I'm looking at the white die. The white die of 3 is the first baseman. Makes sense. All right. So 3, it's a sacrifice. And both runners move up. So second and third now. I know it's early to bunt, but just felt right. Here's Tony Armas. Second and third infield is back. We're willing to give up a run. A 26 and versus a lefty is a single. Otherwise, it's a 2, which is a fly out to center field. And runner hold on third. Let's see what number we have. We have a 6, and he will hold. Very hard to hit sacrifice flies in this game. That's one thing that I am going to have to adjust somewhat. So on that second 6, it's going to be, yeah. Oh, second, wait, yeah. 6 isn't even mentioned. All right. So it's a shallow fly out, 2 out now. And here's Wayne Gross. Here's a pitch, and it's a snake eyes, which will be a 1-8 walk, and it is a base on balls. So that's going to load the bases. For Jesse Jefferson, he's up against the ropes here. Mitchell Page. And a 23, that's a swing and a miss, strikes him out, and that retires the side. But the A's leave the bases loaded on a hit, an error, a walk, and we move to the top of the second. All right, Roy Howell leading off. Howell, Bonnell, and Garcia. And it's a 53, again, one of those, and it's a range check. The 11 is too high for KD's strikeout. It's going to be to the shortstop. Let's check the range on the shortstop, and that's going to be way past Guerrero's range, which is a 10. So that's an infield single. Little tapper, and no throw from the shortstop on that. So Roy Howell is on with an infield single. And here is Barry Bonnell with a 53, another range, and that again is too high for the KD. Again, we're looking for low numbers, and whoever that's to will potentially get it there. It's to the shortstop, and his range is a 10, and that is a 7. That's going to be a 6-4-3, and they turn it. Double play, because it's an odd number. An even number would have been a fielder's choice. So Bonnell hits into a double play. It's 2 outs, nobody on. And here's Damaso Garcia. 63. And that is a blank, and off the pitcher card, a B, that's an out. The 3 says it's grounded to, he's a righty, so it's grounded to third. Up with it is Gross, and he throws him out to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, nobody left. And we move to the bottom of the second inning. It's Jeff Newman leading it off. Hit 2 home runs. Today's a doubleheader, by the way. This game is played, let me quickly take a look. It's played July 22nd, so I'm almost done with July. I'm going to have 2 months left. That's going to be exciting to have the final results. But I'll give you some stats right now. Newman batted .233. He's doing a little bit better than that. He's at .277. But slowly but surely he's coming down. And he hasn't played much, and I think he plays more in the second half of the season. So that's a 34. That's a blank. And that will be a base hit up the middle. So Newman is on at first. And let me make sure. Which page? All right. Mario Guerrero with a runner on first. Here's a pitch, and that's a 21, which will be an out, an 11. And that is an 11 and a 1 with that second die. So the white die is a 1, and that is right back to the pitcher. And running is Newman, who is slow, so they're going to get him in second. It's going to be 1-6. So it's a fielder's choice, and Guerrero's on at first. And here's Jeff Cox with a 63, and it's a blank, and an 11. Again, the same scenario, but this time the 3 is going to be to the first baseman, who will step. He'll step on the bag, so that'll push Guerrero to second. No score. Here's Ricky Henderson, top of the second inning with runner on second. Here's a pitch, 2 outs. 34, and that's going to be a base hit. Let's see if a run will score. Runner on second is A, and it says, question is assist. So there's going to be assist on the center fielder. Who's the center fielder? Bonnell. Bonnell is a 1-4, so 1-4, he's out at the plate, and he is out at the plate. Nice tag by the catcher, Witt, and that ends the inning. So it's a single, and it's 8-2. All right. Oh, what happened there? Stuff went flying. All right, so it's top of the third inning. Lloyd Moseby. I printed this out just right from Replay PC Game. It allows me to do that, which is nice. We got a little crowd in the background today. I don't know if you can hear it. Again, another early 50 roll. 51 is a... but that's going to be a KD strikeout. Yes, it is. So Moseby swings and misses at a Keogh slider. Ernie Witt is up next. Matt Keogh. Here's a pitch, and that is a 26, and that's, look at that. Wait. I'm looking at the wrong place. That's a versus a righty. That's a line drive. Base hit to right. So Witt is on with a single. That's his split number. 25-26 are splits. So he obviously did really well against righties. This guy, he even has a home run there. All right, so here comes, no, that's wrong. Roy Howell is not up, my friends. Somehow got flipped around. Let's see what happened there. All right, top of the order now. It's going to be Alfredo Griffin. Trying to get them in view so you can kind of follow along a little bit. Easy game to play. Runner on first, 1 out. And Griffin is up. Let's go. Matt Keogh, here's a pitch. And that is a 62, which is a blank. A 1 is right back to the pitcher. And that's going to be a fielder's choice. Unless it's a 1, it's a 2. So it is going to be a 1-6 fielder's choice. Goes to second for 1, throw back to first. Not in time to get the speedy Griffin. And here's Al Woods. Runner on first, 2 out. And that's a 52. And that's a swing and a miss. Strike him out. That's going to be a KD. So no runs, 2 hits there. And no runs and 1 hit here. 1 left. And we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Dwayne Murphy leading it off. He reached out an error. There may be another error here. This one's a check. It's a shortstop, potential shortstop error. And Griffin at shortstop. Oh, that's going to be an E. I don't even have to look. That is going to be an... where's the... Why did I say it was a shortstop error? Oh, it was a 52. It is a shortstop error. 1 base error on Alfredo Griffin. So that's twice that Murphy has reached on an error by an infielder. First, it was the error by the second baseman Garcia, Damaso Garcia. Now it's an error on Alfredo Griffin. All right, so here's Davis, a lefty batter, and that's a 14, which will be an out. A 1 is right back to the pitcher. To second for 1, back to first, not in time. So Davis hustles down the line, beats it out. Armas run on. And it's a 41. That's usually a base on balls. It's blank there. You go over to, and it is a base on ball. So that's going to push Davis to second base. And here's Wayne Gross. Here's the pitch to Gross. And that's a 61. And 61's a blank. And the 9's a fly out to right. I'm not even going to look to advance him or not. Not even going to bother with that. First and second on a 9. I could potentially do it, but on a 1, a fast runner and a... Okay. So these guys are going to both advance. So because I roll that 1, so both runners tag up. Just when I said not many guys tag up. So now I got second and third. That's a deep fly to right. And here's... that was Mitchell Page's up now. So Gross was up. He flied out. Now it's Mitchell Page. 2 on, 2 out. 2 runners in scoring position. Bottom of the 3rd. No score here in Oakland against the Toronto Blue Jays. This game was played, like I said, I think it was July 22nd. Here's a pitch from Jesse Jefferson. That's a 24, and that's going to be a 1-2 hit by pitch, and look what happens. He gets plunked. Ouch. That's going to load the bases. Oh, he's already there. So hit by pitch. Page is hit by the pitch, and it's Newman, Jeff Newman. And he's been pounding the ball lately. Had a couple of home runs in yesterday's game, or the day before, I can't remember which. So it's Jesse Jefferson checks in with Witt for the sign. And he sets and deals to Jeff Newman, who's 1 for 1. He's singled in the 2nd inning, and we are in the 3rd, and he's up again. He goes, and that's a 36. That's a blank, and the 36 will be an out. The 1 says it's right back to the pitcher, feels his position, and that retires the side. So no runs, 1 no hits, no runs, no hits, and we go to the top of the 4th inning. John Mayberry leading it off. He's a lefty, a 21, and that's a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Chases a slider from Matt Keogh in the dirt. And Roy Howell, he's 0 for 1. Actually, it should be Otto Velez. Should be Otto Velez. Let's see. Hold on a second. There he is. All right. So that's a... Oh, I rolled a 51 again. What? It's another error check. Sometimes you just don't stop rolling to the shortstop. And that's going to be a ball that Guerrero gets to and throws out Velez for out number 2. And here's Roy Howell. That's a 33. That is ripped to right field for a base knock. And Howell is on with a 2-out single. He's 2 for 2 today. Here in the top of the 4th. No score. And it's Toronto at Oakland. We're playing Fall Classic Baseball. Thanks for joining us. You can always reach out, ask any questions. Barry Bonnell. Pitch from Keogh, a 61. That's a blank. And a B, that's a strikeout. Get some looking. No runs, no hits. I'm sorry, 1 hit, 1 left. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Mario Guerrero leading it off against Jesse Jefferson, who can go 27. So that's going to be a 14. That will be an out. That will be a fly to right. See, the 9 is a fly to right. The 8 is a fly to center. And that's how it works. Pretty simple system. Very intuitive. Makes sense. 42, and that's a blank. And a 42 will be Ball 4, so Cox walks. He's on at first. And we're going to bunt with Henderson. And that is a good bunt. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually a strikeout. Bunt's foul. And let me just double check that rule. I'm trying to memorize the darn rule. So it's a strikeout, yeah. If he misses on the black one, it's a strikeout. Otherwise, it could be a bunch of other stuff on the white one. If he misses on the white one. All right, so it's 2 out now. And here's Murphy with a 45, which is a blank, and it goes. Wait a second. What am I doing? There we go. All right, it's all mixed up. All right, 45 is a blank, and a 45 is an out. A 16 is a ground the short. That retires the side. No runs, no hits. All right, Damaso Garcia against Matt Keogh in the top of the 5th inning. Here's a pitch, and that's a 46. That's a ballpark, and a 19 is ripped to right field, and that's in the gap. And Damaso Garcia is going to try for 2. Our right fielder is Armas. He throws him out on, and he's got an A arm. And that A arm is, let's see where that is. An A arm is a risk with a 1-3. He is out. And he is safe at second with a double, leadoff double for Damaso Garcia. All right. Lloyd Mosby is going to square. We're looking at a 5. So, oh, he has a strikeout. He got it there. So he misses. And here's Witt, Ernie Witt now. Wait a second. There's Ernie Witt with a runner at second base and 1 out. Pitch from Matt Keogh. That's a 46, and a 9 is going to be popped up. Remember, we are our lefty pops it up, and that's going to be third baseman Gross. Foul out to 5, 2 out. Top of the order, Alfredo Griffin. All right, 2 out, 1 on, no score. Top of the 5th, Toronto at Oakland, 1980, July 22nd. Where were you? July 22nd, 1980. That's going to be a 65, and that's going to be a potential pitcher card home run with a -10. Pitcher card home run with a -10. And he's a B, so that's going to be a 2 or less. A 1, he'll need a 1 or a 2, and he rolls a 5. So because it's 1-12 on the pitcher, but it's a -10, he didn't hit many home runs. He only had 2 home runs, so he just misses. Well, misses by, I guess, 3 points, I guess, if you can call it that. And this is going to be whatever kind of out you want. The 5 will be a ground ball 2. So he's batting lefty, so it's a ground ball to first. And that will retire the side. So he misses what was a meatball and just bangs it into the ground. So no runs. 1 hit, 1 left, and we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. All right, Mike Davis leading it off. Not a very good hitter, batted .214. That's a 24, and that's an out. 15 is a ground ball to first. 1 way. Tony Armas is next. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, and that's a 33, and that is line base hit to left. Played on a hop by the left fielder, Woods. Armas is on at first. And here's Wayne Gross. Wayne Gross is actually an A hit and run guy, so we're going to roll a hit and run here. Let's see. Let's do it. There he goes. And that's a 10. Ground ball to third. The runner will advance. Picked up by the third baseman, Howell. And over to first is his only play. The runner was on the move. And here's Mitchell Page. No score in this game. Bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. And oh, that's trouble. I'll tell you right now, that's big trouble. That's a deep drive to right field. Deep drive to right field. It's 1-8. There's no minus there. I don't know if you're seeing this. No minus, so it's just straight up 1 to 8. Look what we rolled. We rolled an 8. That ball is deep drive to right. Back goes Mosby, and that ball's out of here. 2-run shot. The A's are up 2-0. Mitchell Page drives in batter 4, and then himself, which is 6. That's 2 RBIs. And the A's get on the board. They lead it 2-0, and here comes Jeff Newman with 2 outs, and that's a 64. That's a blank. The 1 is hit right back to the pitcher. And that's all she wrote for that inning, but 2 runs on 2 hits. The A's lead it 2-0. Going to the top of the 6th. Hope you're enjoying this game of Fall Classic Baseball. I'm Tony Porter. And Al Woods with a 55, and that's ripped down the line into the corner. Right field corner, Armas. The ball takes a unusual carom away from Armas. Woods around second is going to try for third. The relay from second baseman Cox to third. The tag by Gross. Not in time. Triple. So it's a leadoff triple by Al Woods. And here's John Mayberry. Infield is going to be just back. We're going to allow the 51, that's an error check. It's going to be, again, another, we had a lot of those second basemen. And that is going to be, ooh, 6 is probably going to be an error. Who's playing second base today? That's Cox. So it's hit to Cox. And Cox at second base is a 5 error. Just missed that. So runner at third, if it's hit to third base, runner at third will hold. I remember that. So that's 1 out now. And up is Otto Velez. Again, you know what? We're going to keep the infield in this time. And that's going to be a 23, which is a swing and a miss. Strikes him out. Keogh comes up huge here with that fastball. Blows it by Velez. And Roy Howell with 2 out and 1 on. Here's a pitch. That's a 63, and that will be a fly ball. Center field. Over is Murphy. And that retires the side. So after a leadoff triple, nothing comes of it. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And the A's ahead of the Blue Jays 2-0 with Guerrero coming up. And Jefferson's still good, but he will be facing his 26th, 27th, and then 28th batter. So after his 27th batter, then we may have to remove him. That's a 14. It all depends. And that he's a righty, so that's bounced to third. Picked up by Howell. Long throw to first in time. 1 down. Guerrero grounds out to Roy Howell. And you'll learn that. That's the 5. The 5 from a righty goes to third base. If it's a lefty, goes to first base. A very nice distribution, a realistic distribution of outs. Here's Jeff Cox, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. It's a 62. That's a blank, and a 62 is an out. It's a fly lifted to right in the gap. After it is Armas, and he tracks it down for out number 2. All right, and here's Ricky Henderson. 22, and that is a hard hit ground ball past the diving shortstop, Griffin. And that has a plus sign there, so that means he's going to go. I'm going to use that. And he's a 16, so he throw down from Witt, not in time, stolen base. So it's a single and stolen base by, that's his 3rd hit of the game. He's been on fire lately. Been getting 3 hits every game, and for a long time his batting average was like down to 260, but it came right back up about 100 points again. Holy smokes, he's on fire. So 2 outs, he's in second base. Here's Dwayne Murphy, and he's going to be tired now. Jesse Jefferson is going to be tired, so we're going to have to pull him. And let's see who we can grab here. We're going to look at the roster that I have. Kia went 3-8 if I pitch. Okay. And then I grab a little shortstop. All right, let's see. Jefferson. Who's going to come and replace him? Got to face at least 1 batter. Single there. There we go. All right, we can bring in. Oh, we're going to bring in Barlow, a guy named Barlow. Let's look for him. I got my cats going crazy around here. Barlow. See if we can find him. You get all the players. That's the nice thing about this game. And if you watch my videos, you'll see that this is a very, very nice game. Plays very smoothly. You get plenty of range checks and error checks, but with very little, interference with the flow of the game, which is something that's so hard to find, And I don't have to look at any, you minimize the chart lookups where I don't have to be squinting, and my eyesight isn't all that great to begin with. Who was I looking for? And I was looking for Barlow. Have not found him yet. Okay, well that's not good. I don't see him in here. I may not have printed him. And if I don't print the guy, then I can't use it. Oh, there he is. All right. Must have passed him while I was talking. So Mike Barlow's going to come in. He's somebody who hasn't been used all that much, so I have to use him. So Barlow will come in here. And we're going to roll to see what he's going to be. He's a righty, so that's going to be a C. He's going to be a C. And he can go how many? He can go 9 batters. So a C who can go 9. And he's coming in to face Murphy with 2 out and 1 on. Mike Barlow, the righty, had a 1.4 whip, 40 games pitched. And that's a 24 for Murphy, and that's a hit by pitch 1-2. And I rolled a 1. Look at that. That's a hit by pitch. So that's runners on first and second. Here comes Mike Davis. And that's a 45 is a blank, and a 45. He is a C, which will be a ground ball to short. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the top of the 7th inning. So I'm going to have to start moving stuff over for obvious reasons. Because I'm moving deeper into the late innings. Barry Bonnell against Matt Keogh. I'm going to try to see if Matt Keogh will go a complete game. He can go 36 batters. Hasn't gone 27 yet. That's a 62, which is a blank. And that is 1-6 strikeout. We roll a 20. So that 20 is going to be lined and caught by the first baseman. 1 down. Next is Damaso Garcia. Here's a pitch. A 64 is a blank, and that is an 11, which is a ground ball second base. Up with it is Cox, and throws out Garcia by half a step. And Mosby with an 11, and that is going to be a ground ball to first. 3 up, 3 down for Keogh. So he's getting stronger. He's retired 6 in a row as the game progresses. 7th inning stretch. Let's do it. Mike Davis. No, Tony Armas against Mike Barlow. All right. That's a 26 against a lefty. That would be a hit. It's a righty, so that's going to be a line out to right field. Hit it on the nose, but right there is the right fielder, Lloyd Mosby. And here's Wayne Gross with a 13, and he flies out to center. Also hit it hard, but right at the center fielder, Bonnell, and 2 out. Nobody on. Mitchell Page with a 24, and that's 1-2. Oh, and a hit by pitch again. So he gets hit by pitch, plunked the 2nd time in the game. Not happy with that. Jeff Newman is up. He's 1 for 3. Here's a pitch to Newman at 23. Is a swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. 1 left, the hit by pitch, and we move to the top of the 8th. Keogh, let's see if he can get a complete game victory. You don't see these anymore. Complete game victories in the major leagues today are like, an equivalent of what it was at one time, a perfect game. Not maybe but a no-hitter. It's almost on the same level as a no-hitter. Ernie Witt is up. Here's a pitch from Keogh with a 66, and that 66 is going to be a line drive over the center fielder's head, hits off the base of the wall. Playing it nicely is Murphy, but Witt's going to try for second. Here's the throw, the tag, and he is out. Safe. Wait a second. The second baseman dropped the ball, rolled out of his glove. So he is safe. Cox had it and then lost it. So he's on second base here. Remember, it's only 2-0, so it's a close ball game still. Here's Alfredo Griffin. Here's a pitch, and it's a 51. That's an error check on the shortstop, and that's going to be an error. That's going to be an error on the shortstop because his error rating, Guerrero's error rating is a 6, so it's going to be an E6. That'll send with the third. And here comes Al Woods. We're going to try hit and run. Hit and run super duper easy. It's this little card right here. And there he goes. And it's a 4, which will be a hit and run grade A. He is a grade A, so that's a base hit. 1 run scores, and the other one is going to go to third on that. So it worked perfectly. Hit it right through the vacated hole on shortstop covering. And Woods hit it to the left side of the infield, and it went right past where Guerrero was standing. So that's going to be an RBI there for Woods, and it's going to be first and third. So that worked perfectly for the Blue Jays. We're going to bring the infield in here. There's nobody out. Keogh's still in there. Keogh can go. He can go 36. He's only got 27. Here's the pitch to Mayberry, first and third. It's a 52 and a 5. And it's not going to be a KD. We're going to have to roll for an error check. Another error check. That must have been the 10th time I've rolled these numbers on center fielder, so it has to be really low. And that's definitely not going to be an error on the center fielder. Murphy is a 4 error rating. So that 10, a fly out. You know what? I don't really know off the top of my head what that is. I'm going to have to look it up. And so a fly out on 52 to center field. Let's see. First and third. All flyouts, runners hold their base. All right, so it's F8. And here comes Otto Velez. Again, the infield is in. It's a pitch, and that's a 46. That's ballpark. But with a 6, that's going to be popped up to the right side. First baseman Davis is there in foul territory. 2 out. All right, ballpark foul out. You know, we're at Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. There's a lot of foul territory here. All right, so here's Roy Howell. He bats from the left side. And it's 2-1 the score. 2-1 the score in the top of the 8th. And the Blue Jays threatening with runners at first and third. And here's the pitch from Matt Keough. And that's a 32. A 32 is going to be a 1-6 double, and it's an 11. It will be a ground ball to the little number in front of the plate. Out from behind the plate is Newman, and he throws him out. He throws out Howell to retire the side. So 1 run on 2 hits, and we go to the bottom of the 8th, 2-1. Athletics. Pretty good game we got going here. So you can't complain. Mike Barlow against Guerrero. Guerrero batted 239 in our replay. Let's see what he's batting in our replay. In our replay, Guerrero's batting 245. So very close. A lot of these players are almost very, very close to what they actually did. So Bonnell can still go. He can go 9, and he's gone 5, 8, 7, actually. Here's the pitch, Guerrero, and that's a 46, and a 17 is lined to left center field. And the left fielder picks it up. Guerrero's going to try for 2, and the left fielder out there is Al Woods, and that is a 1-3, and he is out, tagged out by the second baseman. Let's see what happens. Here's the tag, and he is safe with a double. Leadoff double for Guerrero. And scoring to bunt is the second baseman Cox. He's a 5, so anything, there it is. It's a good bunt, and it goes to 4. Let's see who 4 is. 4 is, the 1 and 4 is a pitcher, so right back to the pitcher. All right. The runner on third. The infield's going to have to come in now for the Blue Jays. You got Mayberry on the grass, and Howell. The corners are in, and the shortstop and the second baseman Garcia at second, and Griffin at short, both on the grass as well. So everybody's in, and they want to stop this run from scoring. It's 2-1. Here's Ricky Henderson, and You know what? Let me see if there's a. I never ever squeeze, but it's like this would be a great opportunity. Do you play the infield in on this? I'll roll to see if they play the infield in. Advanced bunt chart. No, they don't have that. That it's in the rules. Let me see. Oh, suicide squeeze. Roll 1. Determine the bunt. Oh, this is like a -2. It becomes harder to bunt. Yeah, no reason to do that. Too complicated. And all right, runner on third, 1 out. Infield's in, and the infield was in anyway, so that's another thing. So let's let Ricky Henderson bat. Barlow can go 9, and he's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's a pitch. And that's going to be a 55, and that is ripped to left center field for a base hit. That will score a run, 3-1 now. And now it's going to give 2+ signs for Ricky. And there he goes, and the throw down could be an error, and a 4 against Witt. Witt's error rating is a 1, so no error there. So a stolen base up at the plate is Murphy, but there were 2+ signs. 2+ signs. So and roll it again, and there he goes again to third base, and a 16. Oh, if Witt has a strong arm, he's thrown out, and Witt does not have a strong arm. He has an average arm, so he steals. This is his 3rd stolen base of the game. So Ricky Henderson is on at third now. Steals 2nd, steals 3rd, and with 1 out, infield again is in against Dwayne Murphy. Here's a pitch. Oh, and that was, let me see, wait a second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, he's still good. That's a 15, which will be an out. What kind of an out? It's a fly ball to left field. And runner at third base advances on a 5. S holds on a 5. Otherwise, it's a sacrifice fly. All right, so it's an RBI for Murphy. He's got a lot of those this year, driving in Henderson, who quite often steals 2nd and steals 3rd. All right, so there's now the score is 4-1 here in the bottom of the 8th, and it's Mike Davis against Barlow's still good. Until he gives, that's a 54 chart. 54 chart with the bases empty is going to say strike 3. Let's see what the catcher is. Witt is a B rated catcher, so if rating is a G, he frames the pitch. If the catcher is rated a B, pitch ball 4 if the catcher is rated a B, and Ernie Witt is rated a B, and that has to do with, of course, their record, which was terrible. So that will be a walk, and this will force us to move Barlow. To pull Barlow, and we're gonna get a guy named let's see who we can get. I'm gonna bring in Paul Mirabella. Paul Mirabella's gonna pitch. I think he's either an ex-Yankee or a future Yankee. Not sure which one it is. So here comes Mirabella. We're going to roll to see what kind of stuff he's got today. And Mirabella, he's a lefty, so he's going to have his ace stuff. So Mirabella comes in. He's got his ace stuff. And he can go 21 batters. So he's like a long type reliever. All right, Tony Armas. And here's a pitch. That's a 21, and that's a swing and a miss. Strikes him out, and that retires the side. But the A's pick up a couple of runs on 2 hits. And top of the 9th, Matt Keough. Keough can still go. You remember, he can pitch to 36 batters. And not until he gets here. This will be his last batter right there. I usually do that little circle like that. So here goes. It's going to be Barry Bonnell. Here's a pitch. And that is a 42. A 42 is a blank. And a Keough 42 is a base on balls. So he walks Bonnell. Next up is Damaso Garcia. Here's a pitch. That's a 34. A 34 will be an out. Kind of an out. It's a 12, which would be A 12 is a pop-up, so the camera ran out of film, if you will. But Keogh got through the complete game victory, and I'm talking about that, saying that he did give up an earned run. I'm the scorekeeper and the commissioner, so if you're gonna challenge anything, it's gonna be I have the last word. He pitches a 7-hitter and allows a run. Did he walk anybody? He hit one guy. He didn't walk anybody from what I'm looking at. Oh, he walked one guy. He hit a guy. No home runs. How many strikeouts? He has 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Ks. So Matt Keogh picks up the win here. Matt Keogh is 13-5 now, and his ERA improves. He performs well in almost every game. Some guys just have all the luck. And for the A's, let's see how the A's did in this game real quickly here. So Ricky Henderson had 4 hits. Wow. So in 5 at-bats, he struck out once, scored a run, stole 3 bases. Pretty nuts. 0 for 3 for Murphy, the captain. No runs scored. He does pick up an RBI. 0 for 3 for Davis with a walk. Let's see, Armas went 1 for 4 with a run scored. No RBIs. Wayne Gross went 0 for 3 with a walk. Mitchell Page with a home run, a 2-run home run, and 2 hit by pitches. He was 1 for 2. Hit by pitch twice. Let me see. No, I don't have that. Hit a home run here. Let's see. Newman. Hello, Newman. He went 1 for 4. So his batting average, like I said, is slowly getting to where it should be, around 240. Guerrero with a 1 for 4 day. He hit a double, scored a run. Oh, no RBIs there, and I gave him an RBI. Let's make that a 0. And Cox, 0 for 2 with a walk and a sacrifice. All right, and the final score is that's 7 hits, and how many errors there? Let's see. Pretty sure they had an error. 1 error there on the shortstop. 2 errors. So 2 errors for the Blue Jays, 1 run, 7 hits, 2 errors. The A's had 4 runs. Let's see how many hits. 2 hits. 2 hits there. 3, 5, 8 hits. And errors 1. 1 on the shortstop. 1 on the shortstop. That's all I see. Double check. All right, so let me run. It's going to be A's with 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. The Blue Jays here in the first game of the doubleheader with 1 run, 7 hits, and 2 errors. And I will see you soon. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. And Matt Keogh with a 4-1 victory. Take care.